Have you ever wondered why a peaceful conversation suddenly turns into a heated argument? It's fascinating, isn't it? How the mood of a dialogue can swing so swiftly, like a pendulum set loose. This, my friends, is the power of anger. Anger is a potent emotional response. It's like a raging river, wild and untamed. It can surge forth in an instant, transforming a tranquil exchange into a tumultuous storm. It's an intense emotion that can quickly escalate a situation, like a spark igniting a pile of dry leaves. But here's the kicker. Often, people don't direct their anger where it truly belongs. They misdirect it, like a misguided missile, onto others. It's like a game of hot potato, where the one holding the potato is the one who gets burned. Yet, this is where the danger lies. Anger, when misdirected, can shatter relationships in an instant. So, let's delve deeper into this, shall we? But what exactly leads us to take our anger out on others who may not be the real cause of our frustration? You might ask. Well, let's delve into the complex world of psychology to seek answers. The phenomenon of misdirected anger is not new. In fact, it was first proposed by none other than the father of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud. He coined the term displacement to describe this behavior. Freud suggested that we often redirect our anger onto less threatening targets. Imagine having a rough day at work, and instead of confronting your boss, a potentially risky move, you come home and snap at your partner over something trivial. That, my friends, is displacement at play. This theory, while almost a century old, still holds water today. It's a protective mechanism, really. By aiming our anger at someone less threatening, we avoid the potential negative consequences of expressing it towards the real source. However, it's crucial to remember that, while this might help us avoid immediate danger, it can lead to a whole host of other problems down the line. But Freud's theory is just one piece of the puzzle. Contemporary studies have shown that stress and frustration are significant contributors to misdirected anger. When we're under stress, our brain's ability to process information and make rational decisions diminishes. As a result, we're more likely to react impulsively, leading to angry outbursts towards unrelated people or situations. To put it simply, when our stress levels rise, our patience levels drop. And that's when we're most likely to lash out at those around us, even when they're not the cause of our frustration. In essence, we often use others as emotional punching bags to deal with our own stress and frustration. It's not fair, and it's not healthy. But understanding the psychology behind this behavior is the first step towards changing it. So, the next time you feel that wave of anger coming on, try to take a step back and ask yourself, who am I really angry at? You might just find that the answer surprises you. So, what happens when we let our anger loose on unsuspecting victims? Picture this: a boiling kettle left unattended. The pressure builds up until it finally erupts, spewing steam and hot water all around. That's what misdirected anger can do to our relationships. It can lead to a buildup of resentment, like the pressure in that kettle. Misdirected anger can act as a corrosive acid, slowly eroding the foundations of trust and respect that our relationships are built on. It can lead to a breakdown in communication, creating walls of silence that are difficult to breach. It's like a dark cloud that hangs over our interactions, casting a shadow on the joys and happiness that should be shared. These effects are not fleeting, they're long-lasting, seeping into the very fabric of our relationships, causing irreversible damage. The cost of misdirected anger is high, often leading to the loss of relationships we hold dear. Misdirected anger can therefore cost us relationships that we value. So, what can we do to prevent ourselves from becoming victims of our own anger? As we've discussed, understanding the power of anger is vital. It can fuel motivation and catalyze change, but it can also wreak havoc when misplaced or misdirected. We've delved into the psychology behind this misdirected fury, revealing how it often stems from feelings of powerlessness or fear. The impact of such anger on our relationships can be devastating. Reacting in anger can lead to hurt feelings, broken trust, and even severed connections. It's essential to remember that we have control over our reactions and responses. If you find yourself struggling to manage your anger, don't hesitate to seek professional help. There are countless resources available, from therapists to support groups, that can provide the tools and strategies necessary to navigate these powerful emotions. Remember, Your anger is your responsibility. Don't let it cost you your relationships.